Hello everyone, welcome to biology class. Today onwards begin the chapter number 3, that is reproduction in animals. In the earlier chapter, that was chapter 2, we have seen the reproduction in plants. Just like in the plants, in the animals also reproduction is done in two different methods, that is asexual as well as the sexual reproduction. So both the methods we will see one by one in detail. In this present video we will learn about the asexual reproduction only. So first of all, let us begin with the definition of reproduction. What is this reproduction? This is the process by which living beings give birth to their young ones. So the process by which living beings give birth to the young ones of their own kind, that is called as reproduction. And why it is important? Why is reproduction done? It is done for the continuity and survival of the species. Otherwise, that particular species cannot maintain its species, or we can say that particular species will become extinct if reproduction is not done. As I already told you, there are two primary ways for reproduction, that is asexual as well as sexual. Asexual reproduction is done in lower animals and the sexual reproduction is done in the higher animals or the upper animals. So one by one we will see both. We begin with the asexual reproduction. First is the introduction of asexual reproduction. What is done in this here? It is given only one individual. We can say one individual, or we can say only one parent. Only one individual or parent will produce the offsprings that are genetically identical to itself. Genetically identical means what? Genetically same. That means in asexual reproduction, whatever offsprings are formed, they all are exactly the same copies of the parents, or thus they are just similar to the parent cell. There is no variation as it is observed in sexual reproduction. In case of sexual reproduction, some kind of changes will come between the parent and the offsprings, but in asexual reproduction there is no such changes that are observed. Generally they are all the same copies of each other. So in the case of the sexual reproduction, sex cells or the gamete cells are required, just as we have seen in the plants. In the animals also same thing. So here in the case of asexual reproduction, you will read here, it does not involve the fusion, or we can say fusion of the sex cells or the gamete cells. So that is not present in the case of asexual reproduction. As I already told you, asexual reproduction is seen in lower organisms. Example we can take like amoeba, we can take hydra, or we can see or we can say starfish. Many more are there. We'll read about them in details one by one now. So now we shall be discussing some of the most common methods of asexual reproduction. First method of asexual reproduction, that is the most common one, is fission. In fission, what is happening? A single cell organism, that is the parent cell, it will divide itself into two daughter cell. One parent cell will divide itself into two daughter cell, and this division is done equally. Equal division is done. Let us see here. Here one diagram is given. This is about binary fission. This is from your textbook only. Here this is a single cell paramecium. Paramecium is an organism and it will divide itself into two organisms. At the end of this diagram you can see two daughter cells are formed here. Whatever offsprings are coming, we will call them daughter cell. In the case of the asexual reproduction, whatever offsprings are produced, we are calling them daughter cells. So single cell will divide itself into two daughter cells. First of all, what will happen? First of all, the nucleus is there and that nucleus will elongate itself. You can see this red color nucleus, it is elongating itself. After the nucleus has elongated, its elongation is complete. After that, the nucleus will divide itself. After the nucleus has divided itself, the particular organism will also break down, or it will also break its body or divide its body into two parts. So this is how the binary fission is done. Equal division of nucleus is there, equal division of cytoplasm is there. You may be questioning now, what is cytoplasm? Cytoplasm is the liquid. Whatever liquid is present inside, or whatever fluid is present inside the cell of any organism, then it is called as cytoplasm. Generally it is the fluid filled inside the cell, that is cytoplasm, and this fluid is equally divided in the daughter cells whenever binary fission is done. One more diagram we will see here, that is about amoeba. Here also binary fission is going on. A single amoeba is dividing itself into two organisms or two daughter cells. Same steps are there. First of all, the nucleus will elongate. You can see the nucleus has become longer now. As the nucleus elongates, in the third step you can see the nucleus will divide itself. You can see two nucleus are there now. After the nucleus division is done, the body of the particular amoeba will also divide itself. So just like paramecium also, in the case of amoeba, binary fission is done. After the binary fission, one more type of fission is there, that is called as multiple fission. Yes, second type of fission is called as multiple fission. In multiple fission, what will happen? In this case, a particular cell will divide itself into multiple numbers. Let us see the diagram, then it will be more clear. Here the diagram is given. A particular cell is there, only a single cell is there, and it will divide itself into multiple cell. Earlier we have seen what? Binary fission. In binary fission, single cell is dividing into two organisms or two daughter cells. From one cell, two cells are formed. That is binary fission. But if from one cell multiple cells are formed, the counting is not there. It is a large number. So we are saying multiple cells are formed. Because multiple cells are formed, what we are saying it? We are calling it multiple fission. And this multiple cell, here you can see a circular structure. Outside this you can see a circular structure. What is this circular structure? This is actually a cyst. This is a cyst, that is this circle. Inside this all the cells are present. The cyst is present here. Cyst is doing what? Let us do this, see this in this reading part. The cyst is actually a thick protective cover. It is giving protection to the daughter cells whenever the cell division is done in the unfavorable conditions like of the high temperature or something related to the moisture quantity. So whenever conditions are unfavorable, that time a cyst is formed, and inside this cyst the multiple fission will take place, and this cyst will give protection to all the daughter cell, whatever new cells are formed because of the fission. And whenever the situations are becoming normal afterward, after some time, when the situations become favorable, the cyst will rupture itself. Rupture means what? Rupture means it will break itself, and it will release all the daughter cells will be released outside. Here you can see in this diagram, third step, the outer circular wall, it has broken, and all the daughter cells are released outside. This is what is done in case of multiple fission. So I hope the fission, binary as well as the multiple fission, both are clear to you. Examples you have to learn. What in which case of animals binary fission is done? Answer will be amoeba and paramecium. And if the question is asked, name the organism where multiple fission is done, then answer you will tell Plasmodium. What is this Plasmodium? Plasmodium is actually is the vector of malaria. The Plasmodium, when it enters the human body, it causes malaria. Plasmodium is present in the mosquito's blood. When the malaria mosquito bites any human being, from that particular mosquito, it will transfer itself to the human being. So that is what is Plasmodium only. After this binary fission, we will now move on to the next mode or the second method of asexual reproduction, that is called as budding. In this, a bud is formed. As the name tells, budding, a bud is formed, and bud is what? It is an outgrowth. A separate branch will develop on the organism's body. This is seen in the case of hydra. Here you can see in this diagram what is shown is hydra. Hydra is an aquatic plant. It is present at the sea and the ocean floor, at the floor of the ocean. It is present there. So an outgrowth will develop, a bud will develop in its body. Here you can see at the lower part a bud is developing. In this bud, what will happen? Accumulation of cytoplasm is there. That is, the cell liquid will collect there. Accumulation means collection. The cell liquid will collect in a separate outgrowth, or we can say in a separate bud, and it will keep on developing. It will keep on becoming bigger in size, and slowly what will happen over a period of time, it will detach itself. It will remove itself from the main body of the organism. So this is what is called as budding. Now this separate organism or this separate bud which has removed itself from the main hydra, it will develop itself into a new organism. It will become itself as a complete organism. So that is what is called as budding. So from one organism, a new organism has been formed. This is what is called as budding. Now one more topic is there that is related to this thing only. Now when this branch has been removed, or when this bud has been removed, it will undergo a process that is called as regeneration. Regeneration means what? Let us read there. If a part of the body get detached or cut due to accident or injury, then it can regrow itself into a complete new individual. Just like here you can see in this diagram, the part of the body has been cut off, and this small part which has been cut off, it will grow itself into a new organism. This process where this cut organism or this cut part of the body will develop itself into a new organism, this is called as regeneration. You might have observed in case of lizards, here the fact zone you will read. Regeneration is the ability to develop a lost part of the body. In case of the lizard, accidentally if the lizard's tail is cut off, then that lizard will not die. Over a period of time, the same lizard will grow its new tail. A new tail will develop or it will grow on that same lizard. This is done by the process of regeneration. So regeneration is what? It is the ability to develop a lost body part. If a body part of an organism has been cut off, then no problem will be there to that particular organism. It will develop or grow its new body part again. Just like in the case of lizard we have seen, here in the case of reproduction we have seen that is in budding of hydra, that is regeneration is done. Furthermore, we will now move on to the next type of the asexual reproduction, that is the last topic of this class, that is fragmentation. Fragment, when we look at the English meaning of fragment, fragment means pieces, small pieces of something. So fragments are found here. The parent body will break itself into small pieces or small fragments. Here you can see in the diagram, single organism is there and it has divided into 3 different body parts. Same body has been cut off into 3 body parts. No one is cutting, actually it breaks itself into 3 body parts. So individual or the parent body breaks itself into 3 body parts or many body parts, and all those body parts will then subsequently develop itself into a new organism. Each body part will develop itself into a new organism. This process is called as fragmentation. From every fragment it is developing, that is why it is called as fragmentation. Where it is done, the name of the organism you have to learn, it is observed in planaria. This is a lower organism. This is what is given here. Flatworms also do so and planarians also do so. So planaria you can learn, that is fragmentation. So all these processes we have seen, all these modes of reproduction we have seen today. In the case of asexual reproduction, first we saw about fission, that is binary fission and multiple fission. Then we saw about the budding and regeneration, and lastly we have seen about the fragmentation. These are all the various kind of asexual reproduction that are observed in the case of animals. The next topic, that will be the sexual reproduction in animals, that we will be covering in the next upcoming class, that will be live online class from the coming week. That is all for this present class or the session. Then see you in the next class.